Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh yeah, fractal Bitcoin. How you doing? I'm Chris. This is your daily Bitcoin news video. Let's get right to the chart. Here is the chart for today. These are daily candles. Yeah, earlier today we were all the way up at around above $71,000, and now we're back down at 68,657. Yeah, so you can see this big red candle here. Okay, fine. This $69,000 level in the yellow here, that's our old all-time high from 2021, so that's probably going to act as support. If not, we'll come down a little more, but it's not a big deal. We know over the next 18 months, we're in a bull run. We're going to go way, way higher, so that's it. All right, for the price chart. Oh, but this is the timechaincalendar.com. And you can see the halving is in 18 days. It's going to be on April 20th at 10:14 a.m. That's estimated, by the way. That changes. And the sats per dollar. You know, if you used $1 to buy sats, how many sats can you get for $1? Well, right now, 1,456. I always think that's a really interesting stat. So this is big news, breaking news. Bitcoin records highest monthly candle close in history. There's the chart. These are monthly candles, and we painted the highest candle in history. That's exciting. And it was 7 months in a row of 7 monthly green monthly candles in a row, and we closed at the highest. This one, the latest one, closed at the highest level ever. Yeah, it's amazing. But quarterly, Q1 is locked in. Q1 of 2024. This is the highest quarterly that Bitcoin has ever printed. Feels pretty surreal. All right, these are quarterly candles. So we've had the last 2 quarters, we've been going up, and look at this last quarter candle, man. And this is just the beginning. Yeah, there's 17 days until the halving, which means, and this halving, Bitcoin is going to become scarcer than gold. Yeah, so the new Bitcoin being introduced, the amount of new Bitcoin being introduced every day, basically, is less, percentage-wise, than the amount of new gold that they find in the earth. Right? Don't forget, they mine gold all the time. The gold supply is rising all the time, but it rises pretty slow because gold is hard to mine. And after this coming halving in 17 days, Bitcoin will be less inflationary than gold. And of course, it'll only get less inflationary as time goes on. That's awesome. And believe it or not, today is the 11th anniversary of Bitcoin first hitting $100. Yeah, plus it was crazy volatile back then. Look at this. Yeah, on the bottom here, you see, fun fact, Bitcoin hit $100 for the first time 11 years ago today in 2013. And Dan McArdle adds, it hit $266 9 days later. It went from 100 to 266 in 9 days. Then it tagged $50 a day after that, then $1,163 by the end of the year. Yeah, with at least one minus 50% intraday candle in there. Yeah, you kids these days have no idea what Bitcoin volatility is. I don't know. We'll see if we get more Bitcoin volatility. But of course, today is April Fool's Day. I'm not doing any April Fool's stuff, but Matthew Crowder is from Bitcoin University. This is a great video. I'll link to it below. Again, I link to everything below. This is a great, yeah, why BSV is the real Bitcoin. It's a great video. And then, of course, we had George from Cryptos R Us. He also did an April Fool's video. Yeah, you got it. It's pretty funny. Those are 2 pretty funny April Fool's videos. I'll link to them below. And this I thought was really interesting. See this image right here? This is showing, see this little diamond right here? This is if you bought at the all-time high in November of 2021. And this next diamond here is if you bought at the low, which was when? January 2023? Somewhere around there, I forget. But now, you would think buying at the low and starting to DCA from the low, your cost basis would be lower. But believe it or not, the people who bought at the top and they've continued to DCA since then, their cost basis is lower. Yeah, the daily DCAers who started stacking Bitcoin at the all-time high in late 2021 now have a lower cost basis than the daily DCAers who started stacking at the bear market low in late 2022. Okay, there's when it was. Yeah, proving once again that with Bitcoin, time in the market beats timing the market. And again, if you just DCA, and of course that means just buying at regular intervals, and you hold and don't sell, you can't lose. And anyway, all right, I've gone off enough about that one. All right, this is a fake magazine cover. The new global reserve currency and why we were too stupid to see it coming. This is from The Economist, but it's not really, because if you zoom in here, it says June 2025. Maybe it's someone predicting the future, but Moon Lambo says, in case anyone didn't get the trick, this is fake, and the issue is labeled in the future, June 2025. But my point is, how long until we really see articles like this? We're going to see it. You know it. We're going to see this, literally. And if we actually see it in June of 2025, that'll be amazing. Because don't forget, in mid to late 2025, that's when we're probably going to peak this cycle. Probably, because we don't know. But yeah, all right, let's get to some global stuff. Just in, Argentina unveiled mandatory registry for Bitcoin and crypto platforms. Those who are not registered will not be able to operate in the country. Okay, I don't know exactly what this means yet. And here's the whole article. Yeah, for Bitcoin and crypto platforms. So this is for platforms like exchanges and stuff. The fact that they have to register with the government that's not anything crazy, right? Almost in every country around the world, including the US, exchanges have to register with the government. They have to be real businesses and all that. So I don't know if this is actually a bad thing, but I think there are some people who are saying, oh, Milei was supposed to be this freedom guy, and now his country is mandating that blah, blah, blah. I don't know. We'll follow this story as it goes. More global news. Neutron Pay raises $1.5 million bridge round for Lightning Network expansion in Southeast Asia. So yeah, the Lightning Network built on top of Bitcoin. There are companies raising money to build on Lightning. Neutron Pay, licensed and regulated Lightning infrastructure provider, has announced the completion of a $1.5 million bridge funding round led by Axiom Capital. And yeah, the thing is, you look in the third world and around the globe, these smaller countries and smaller economies, they know and they've figured out already that transacting on the Lightning Network is the cheapest way to transact ever with anything. So they're building the infrastructure. And this is happening around the world. This isn't just in Southeast Asia, but this is the adoption that's coming. I mean, it's easy in the US. We forget all this stuff because we're so rich and fat and stupid, comparatively speaking. Here's another article, The Bitcoin Revolution in Iran. Yeah, the report explores the increasing use of Bitcoin by Iranians and a population facing economic challenges and censorship by a regime and foreign powers. Yeah, so look, Bitcoin solves that too, pretty much. Yeah, we are late stage in the biggest debt Ponzi scheme in history, and it's not Bitcoin. Yeah, look, which one is the Ponzi scheme? Can you spot it? On top, you have the United States dollar. This is the national debt going up and up and up, and you are here at the top. It's an unlimited supply, not backed by anything, and it's centrally controlled. Oh, on the bottom, Bitcoin. You are here, but by the way, I think you're more like over here somewhere. There's a fixed supply, backed by energy, and no one can control it. Yeah, which one's a Ponzi scheme? Which one's losing value? Which one's gaining value? I don't even have to say it. You can say it. Everyone say it at the same time. Go. All right. My lips moved, but I didn't say it, but you know what I said. All right. This is a great one. Every currency is going to zero against Bitcoin. Look at the 10-year returns versus the dollar. All these are global currencies from various countries. And this is how they performed against the US dollar. They're all negative. I mean, everyone listed here. I don't know if there are any that are positive. Perhaps there are a few, but probably not. But these are all negative. And look at Bitcoin in the bottom right. Bitcoin is up 21,000%. These are all down percentage. Are we getting the picture yet? This is great from Edward Snowden. Warren Buffett, the billionaire head of Berkshire Hathaway, will probably go down as the greatest investor in history. Berkshire shares have seen an average annual return of 20%. Meanwhile, Nancy Pelosi, yearly average return, 21.8%. So she's better than Warren Buffett, by the way. She's more skilled and talented in the stock market than Warren Buffett. Yeah, sure. Here's Dan Muser. I don't know who he is. 40% yearly average return. These are politicians, obviously. Donald Byer, 20.3%. And John Gottheimer, 25.9%. Wow. Yeah, just some members of Congress outperforming the greatest investor in history. We are surely fortunate to be represented by such extraordinary talents. My goodness. Thank God we're being led by these people. They're not scamming us at all. This isn't insider trading at all. No. Nope. This is legit. All right, that was an April Fool's joke, okay? Yeah, and here's another one with the US dollar. People who believed the US dollar was real money suffered a 99.7% loss in the past decade. Their loss is still ongoing. Imagine if you owned an asset and the chart looked like this, and you lost over the past 10 years, you lost 99.7% of your value. Imagine that. How would you feel about that? You basically lost everything. Well, this is if you held dollars instead of Bitcoin, meaning the difference between if you held dollars versus if you held Bitcoin. Yeah, that's how your dollar performed against Bitcoin, right? Just another way to look at it. And because everyone, the mainstream is so against Bitcoin, sort of, they're coming around now, but this is just an example and some history. This is an anti-electricity cartoon from 1889. Revolutionary technology always faces resistance. Yeah, this is from 1889 about how bad electricity is. How long have we been using electricity? And how integral has electricity been in allowing the human beings on the planet Earth to flourish? You can't even calculate that. That's how Bitcoin's going to be in the coming decades. We're going to look back and be like, oh my God, how could we ever use anything but Bitcoin, right? And here's a miner. This is a big miner, right? This is a real serious, high-powered mining machine. Bitmain just announced it. And I'm not into mining. I just wanted to report on this quickly. Apparently it'll be ready in the end of this year. Or toward the end of this year. It's really powerful. I don't know what these numbers mean. 234 terahash, all that. Anyway, the point is they're making better and more efficient miners. That's the news right there. Now here's news from Noster. This is McShane saying more of a reason for Bitcoin users to try Noster. Odell chooses freedom of speech. Yeah, because Odell left Twitter. Odell, he's very active on Noster, and he's a really intelligent and wise Bitcoiner. That's how I would describe him. I appreciate all his posts and all his perspective, and now he's not on Twitter anymore. He deleted his account. I think he had a blue check. I don't know why, if Twitter just gave it to him, because I think he's against the blue checks, and he's against Twitter and all the centralized platforms. But then he had a Twitter account, and I guess it still had a blue check. Maybe that's why he deleted it. Anyway, Fractal Bitcoin is still on Twitter. And the reason is, and so I just wanted to point this out. Some people leave Twitter because they don't want to be on a centralized platform, and they want to go to Noster and be on that, a decentralized freedom and liberty platform. I get that, and that's perfectly fine. Other people, like me, decide to stay on Twitter because I'm going to bash Twitter and bash all the centralized stuff for the purpose of trying to convert more people from Twitter over to Noster. So I'm going to stay on Twitter, and I'm just again, going to always encourage people to get over to Noster and get off Twitter. But yeah, I don't think that's what I want to do. Okay. Odell chose different. He wanted to just delete his Twitter. I think both options are fine. I don't begrudge anyone either way. Some people do. Some people are like, oh, if you're on Twitter, you're supporting that and everything. I get your argument, but I'm sorry, I have a different strategy than you. And it's okay. And I'll probably convert more people from Twitter to Noster than you. That's just the reality of it, right? So, and that doesn't make me better or worse. Again, it's just two different strategies. Either one is fine, I think. So yeah, so Odell is off Twitter. Now this is genius. Oh, look at this. Hold on, I'll click on it. Yeah, very well played, Britain. ULEZ, which is a place in Britain, ULEZ protesters covering cameras with bat boxes, authorities not allowed to remove under their own law. Come on, this is genius. You cover the camera with the bat boxes, and because of their, protected species or protected animals, you can't, tamper with any whatever. This is genius. But of course, you know what's going to happen. They're going to take this down. They're going to break their own law and take it down, and then they're just going to make an excuse because they're the government, right? They can make an excuse. They don't have to abide by the law. They do whatever they want, and they just make an excuse. That's what governments do because they're a cartel. They don't play by the rules. They do whatever they want, but they make you play by the rules. They'll arrest you, but none of them ever get arrested for anything. So, but this is genius. I love this. We need to do more of this. This is a good example of using their own BS against them kind of thing. And here, yeah, this is the Root, Rational Root, saying he loves this new hairstyle, conveying the cyclical behavior. Oh my God, why can't I talk? Love this new spiral hairstyle, conveying the cyclical behavior of Bitcoin and allowing you to illustrate the phase of the 4-year cycle we're in. Yeah, look at these hairstyles. Oh, yeah. Oh, this is... Should I do this? Should I go for this? It might be a white ring, and it might have a little gap on the top, but this is great. Which one? Hey, if you have this haircut, comment, post your photo. Oh, this is so good. All right, this is our website, fractalbitcoin.com. Click this link on the top here. It says join our locals community. This is our locals community. Come join, say hi. And don't forget, we do the Bitcoin panel every Friday at 4 p.m. Eastern. It's a live stream. We talk about a bunch of Bitcoin stuff and have a great time. You can join, and it's great. It's a great live stream. I bring on a lot of Bitcoin experts, I would say. I'd call them experts for sure. People who've been in for a while, have a lot of wisdom. But that's it for today. So thanks for watching today's Bitcoin news video. Definitely subscribe to the channel and follow the channel. And if you want to like the video and all that. So I appreciate you watching. And I also appreciate all of you guys in the comments saying hi and giving me support. I really appreciate it. You have no idea how much that support means to me. All right, that's it. All right, and let's check the price one last time. Yeah, we're still at 68,600. It's okay. All right, we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.